welcome back to the channel, and I hope every one of us is we are having a very good time, a very good day today. Now, in couples of videos ago, I kind of talk about the ETF for Bitcoin. We talk about how the possibility of it being approved or being disapproved. And at that time, I kind of bring it out to us to say that the expert said the possibility of it being approved is very high. As a matter of fact, it's close to 90%. And today we have the good news. We are all right. Every one of us seems to be right. I supported that motion as at then, and it was approved. They have approved the ETF for Bitcoin. Now, what does the ETF really mean? What does it bring to the table? So now that they have an ETF, it kind of brings some sort of approval, some kind of approval, some type of legitimacy to the industry, at least to the Bitcoin, and as a whole, somehow bring legitimacy to crypto industry. So when the government approve this ETF to be traded on our indexes, so it can just go straight to any of the brokerage account and just buy it. At least those that carry the ETF, which most of everybody of the brokerage account would possibly carry this because it's on possibly on Nasdaq or on NYSE or maybe on Dow or what any of the indexes that is available. So it's going to give people easy access to it. So now that we have that, we are hoping, this is the hope now, that from now on, we will continue to see an upward trend in Bitcoin, at least in the long run. In the long run, we are expecting an uptrend, move by Bitcoin. Now that everybody seems to be scared, maybe it might not be approved. Now we see that it's not approved. People begin to trust it. People begin to kind of want to see into it. Now I have talked many times about institutional buyers. The institutional buyers, those that manage fund like mutual fund, invest managers, hedge fund, companies, insurance, banks. Those people have money. They have money, and they most of the investment in the stock market, maybe at least maybe 70-80% of it is being traded, is being bought by these investment companies. So we have to kind of see what they are doing, and possibly we can kind of mimic what they are doing. And if especially if we comfortable with it, if we do our research and we are comfortable with it, we can do that. I mean, we can mimic what they are doing. Now we pay attention to what they do, actually more than what they say. So what they say sometimes might be actually different from what they are doing. So if we do our research and we see them doing certain things, uh, it might be because they believe in it and they trusted it. So we ourselves might want to kind of mimic that if we are comfortable with it, or if we do our own research and we see that okay, they might be right because they have a more, I say, they have more vibrant connection networks. They have more vibrant networks than we do. So they have access to information that we might not have privilege to have access to. So this is why I kind of see what is the institution buyers are doing, and therefore I might be able to at least get a better insight to what is going on. So I'm not the only one that is saying something about Bitcoin or actually crypto industry. We have expert people that actually spend all their time to look into this industry, to see what is going on, to see the possibility of what might happen. And what they are saying too, it carries a lot of weight. And in the last video that I was talking about, I kind of talk about invest Ark Invest. So it's a company that one of the companies that actually approved that applied for the ETF, and they are one of the companies that kind of they got approved. We have Grayscale that apply for it, Fidelity apply for it, BlackRock apply for it. They are about 11 of them in total that apply for it, at least for the initial application that got approved. So what they are saying and what they are doing, it makes it kind of give us an idea of the trend or what might happen. Now, nobody have the crystal ball. I don't have the crystal ball to tell you exactly what's going to happen, but I'm just saying my own opinion as I see it, and also to bring information about what the institution buyers are saying or are doing, and that's the only major thing that we can go by, because we don't have access to much information or detail or deep information as they do. So before I go further about this, I want you to listen to this. I want you to watch this video. Then when you watch video, maybe it will help you or help us to kind of get the insight to what is going on. And then I'll come back and say something about it. Let's just watch this video.
Okay, now let's talk pricing, or I shouldn't say pricing, but the price of Bitcoin. You and I have had conversations now over many years where you've talked about Bitcoin being worth something on the order of $500,000, literally in only a couple of years from now. Do you stand by that? How does this ETF change that, speed that up, slow it down? What do you think?
Yes. So you'll find in our big ideas, so that's at arc-invest.com, the building blocks for our price forecast. And our base case is in the $600,000 range. Our bull case, and we think the probability of the bull case has increased with this SEC approval. This is a green light. Our bull case is $1.5 million by 2030. You can see the building blocks. You can see how conservative we are in terms of those building blocks. This is a big idea. It is the first global, decentralized, digital, rules-based, critical there, rules-based monetary system in history. It is a very big idea.
And let me ask you the separate question, which is, do you believe that for it to get to those type of numbers, it has to become a currency, not just an asset? One of the things that Brian Armstrong was talking about is he thinks that this is just going to create a lot more interest in crypto across the board, and that is what's going to actually propel this and might even change the dynamic with which Bitcoin is being used, which is currently today as digital gold or something like that, but potentially actually could leapfrog into the currency that people have talked about for many years.
Yes. Our first paper on this was in 2015. The white paper is still on our site. And we tried to figure out, could Bitcoin serve the three roles of money? Store of value, as you say, most people agree with that one. Means of exchange, unit of account. And the answer to that was yes. We put out a Bitcoin brainstorm with our partner Bitcoin Park in Nashville. And it examines the convergence of artificial intelligence and Bitcoin. And you'll hear his nickname's Roast Beef on that podcast talk about that convergence and how it's going to redefine the division of labor. It's probably going to put the gig economy on steroids. And it's starting already in the emerging markets, in Africa in particular. So it's very exciting. I don't think people understand how hard at work the developers around the world have been. Lightning Network is a big part of leveraging the base layer coin. So we're very excited. And we're so happy that ARKB is going to be part of the ecosystem.
Yes, you heard right. That is right. I mean, that is the estimate of someone that manage fund, that has the purchasing power. I mean, Ark Invest worth almost 15 billion, in net assets. Almost 15 billion, maybe 14.7 billion dollars. So they have the purchasing power to move some things around. So before they invest they will have done their research. Now, I'm not saying what she said is going to be exactly how she said it. And even she herself probably not saying it's going to be exactly 100%. But the chances of it is what I want us to look at, to kind of pay attention to the chances of it. I mean, she said in the next 6 years, 6 years, it would be low as 600,000, right? In the next 6 years. So let's even assume she was wrong and we got to 300,000. Okay, we got to 300,000. Now, as at this moment, it's 47,000. So look at the percentage from 47 to 300, which is half of what she said. So we still have a good potential for us to grow in this industry. Now, the high of 1.5 per coin, 1.5 per coin. If she right, that's over 1,000%, profit margin. And I mean, I'm just saying, I'm just bringing this up to us for us to do our research and do something if we find it, fit for us to do something. But I mean, we got to do something. We got to do something for ourselves, whatever it is. I'm just bringing what I am doing and the way I'm looking at things and the information of what is going on as at now. So I'm just bringing it to us, and hopefully we will be able to do our own research and take our own decisions. I cannot tell you, this is what you should do or this is what's going to happen. I don't have that power. I can't do that. I am not licensed to tell you that, to tell you what to do. But I'm just bringing information, sharing information with you of what I'm doing and what is actually going on. Information. Okay. So 1.5, 1.5 per coin. Now it is 47,000. I believe if we DCA into it, we don't have to you know buy a whole lot. Just buy, invest to your capacity. Whatever you can invest. Now, everyone that are successful, that seems to be, at least financially, successful, is either they are creator, inventor of something, and even when they do that, they are still investing. Or maybe an athlete, that comes to money. Even when they also make money that way, they still have to invest. So everyone that seems to be successful, they invest. That's why I'm bringing this, to us right now. We have to do something. The chances are there. We can do better, even in the long run, than we are doing now. So I want us to do our own research and do our own diligent research and do something for our. Let us all build this generational wealth for ourselves, and also for our next generation, for our family. Don't let us just be selfish right now. Let us do something. Do something for yourself. Do something for your next generation. This is what I'm bringing to us today. If this is your first time on this channel, I would like you to kind of subscribe to the channel and support the channel as I bring different video and different opportunities as I seize it to us. I want you to share this video, and I also want you to comment and let me hear your own opinion. What do you think? Can Is she right? Is she wrong? Does she know what she's talking about? Just let me hear from you, and I will be able to get understanding of your mind. Thank you once again. Thank you for joining in. Until I see you in the next video, thank you and have a wonderful day.